The following is it's a presentation of Retro Sports Network. All of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Hi there, my name is Ron Jeckert. Welcome to the program. We tape another one on this 29th day of December. We go back to celebrate the life of John Madden. We talked a lot about Madden during our live baseball game today, which you can watch tomorrow on YouTube. We talked a lot about John Madden, his impact on sports gaming on this week's edition of Digital Dice. And now I want to take the next hour and a half or so to go through John Madden, the coach. And so we're going to replay Super Bowl 11, but we're not going to give Minnesota any advantages at all. Or maybe we are, because I'm going to coach both sides of the football for Oakland. We're going to go back to January 1977, or as my computer says, January 2021. To play a game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Oakland Raiders. It's Super Bowl 11, and instead of being at a neutral site in Pasadena, it's going to be at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum because it's my game and I'm going to do what I want. John Madden, as a coach, became a head coach in 1979, coached through the 1978 season, went to 6 AFC championship games, won one, beat the Steelers after the 76 season. He only missed the playoffs twice, and in the years that they missed the playoffs, they went 17, 11, and 2. The only time he went 1 and out in the playoffs was in 1972. That was the infamous Immaculate Reception game in Pittsburgh. And if the game was in Oakland, I might play that one. But if you're going to do Madden, you got to do Oakland. I mean, he was the Raiders as much as Al Davis was the Raiders. But more importantly, John Madden was football. Pro football. And so there's been a great deal said about his ability as a broadcaster, all of it true. The video game has done $7 billion in sales. $7 billion in sales for the Madden series. But let's focus on John Madden, the coach. And what better way than his best team ever? They went 13-1 in 1976 and won a championship. And so to Oakland Alameda Coliseum we go to celebrate John Madden. So the Raiders are favored by 2. They are a good passing team and a good bomb team. They don't kick the ball very well. If there is an Achilles heel for Oakland today, it will be Errol Mann. Ray Guy, the punter. They do punt returns well, and they run the ball well. Ken Stabler, the best player on the Oakland Raiders. Cliff Branch, the wide receiver. The long threat, Dave Casper, a very good tight end. He would actually be the recipient of the Ghost of the Post and the Holy Roller later on for the Raiders. Gene Upshaw and Art Shell are on the line, and that line is fantastic. Oh yeah, by the way, the Minnesota Vikings. Ron Yeri is their best player. He's a tackle. Fran Tarkenton still very good. Not as mobile as he was early in his career, but this is the Vikings' 4th chance at a championship. Nate Wright on the corner. Chuck Foreman as a halfback, and Sammy White as an all-world receiver and returner. Oakland has won the toss, and they will receive. Fred Cox will kick for the Vikings. There is a 56-degree day, clear skies, and the winds at 5 miles an hour. Carl Garrett and Hubert Ginn. Back to return for Oakland, and Cox sends it to Garrett at the 2. He gets to the 28, and that's how this one will start. Bart Van Egan and Clarence Davis are the running backs for the Raiders. They will run the ball about 30-35 times. Carl Garrett is in the backfield, can be in the backfield as well. Passing-wise, Casper is the primary receiver. Cliff Branch is cornered. Fred Biletnikoff, the other wide receiver. Van Egan and Clarence Davis can catch out of the backfield. Davis will be better. 1st and 10, Van Egan with the ball. Minnesota playing for the pass key. Give to Van Egan, finds a huge hole. 30, 40. He is hit by Nate Wright. The ball is loose, and Biletnikoff will fall on it for the Raiders. So 1st and 10 for Oakland on the Minnesota 47. He could have gone all the way, but Wright recovered the fumble, or knocked the ball out of Van Egen's hand. It's a gain of 25, and Biletnikoff recovered. Oakland's offensive line, Art Shell and John Vella, the tackles, Gene Upshaw and George Bueller, the guards, and Dave Dalby will be the center. For the Vikings, the defensive line, it's a 4-3. Jim Marshall and Carl Eller, the ends. Doug Sutherland and Alan Page, the tackles. The linebackers, Matt Blair and Jeff Seaman on the outside. Wally Hilgenberg on the inside. The defensive backs, Nate Wright and Nate Allen, the corners. Jeff Wright and the All-World Hall of Famer Paul Krause are the safeties. 1st and 10 for the Vikings for the Raiders on their Viking 47. Clarence Davis.
Timeout, defense.
But Minnesota, following the fumble, are forced to call a timeout because they got too many men on the field. So they're down to 2. Opening minute, first quarter. Davis. Vikings playing for the pass. Give to Davis. And Davis cuts right and gets 7. 2nd and 3. So a great start for Madden and company. 2 plays, 32 yards, all on the ground. And on 2nd and short, and call medium pass to Dave Casper. Minnesota expects the run. Casper has it at the 30. He is brought down immediately by Jeff Wright. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders on the Viking 30. When the Raiders won this Super Bowl, and again, they didn't play it in Oakland, they won it 32-14 and set a record at the time for the most offensive yards. Van Egen, Minnesota in a zone. Van Egen finds a small hole and gets another 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. So a good start. 4 plays, 48 yards. And as Hank Stram would say, the Raiders are matriculating the ball down the field. Banaszak comes in with Van Egen. 2nd and short. Vikings expect the pass. It's a blitz. Stabler, the Banaszak, and Pete gets 2, brought down by Alan Page at the 22. Now, Fred Steinfort will be kicking field goals because Errol Mann, well, he shouldn't be kicking anything. So it would be a coin flip from here from 39 yards. Biletnikoff on a medium pass. Vikings play for the run. Stabler all day to Biletnikoff. Has it at the 13. Jeff Wright brings it down at the 11. And that's a gain of 11 on 3rd and 2. And so the Raiders, 6 plays, 61 yards, have it 1st and 10. Van Egen, Minnesota in a blitz. They keep Banaszak on the run. Van Egen gets a hole at 6. Oh, no, it's not. Matt Blair reached over and drug him down at the 2-yard line. How about that? Now, Van Egen is a fullback, mind you, so he's the first one through the line. Matt Blair saved a touchdown. 2 tight end set. Banaszak from the 2. Stabler could sneak it from here, but we won't. And Minnesota's going to have to burn another timeout. So Bud Grant only has 1 left here in the first half. 10:48 to go. No score. Raiders 2nd and 1 from the Viking 2. Minnesota plays for the run. Give to Banaszak, and he gets no gain. 3rd down and 1. The Vikings keyed Banaszak. And so it'll be Van Egen now from the 2. They keep Banaszak. Van Egen gets away around the corner. Nothing doing. 4th down and 1. So the Viking defensive line, the Purple People Eaters, have swallowed the running back so far. They still need a yard. They're not in it. Madden will take the point. Steinfurt from 19 yards. And this is up, and it is good. So the Vikings stymie the drive. 9 plays, 70 yards. And the Raiders go up 3-0. And so Steinfurt will kick it to Willis and Samuel White. And Freddie will just hit this deep. And Willis picks it up at the 5, but should have let it go out of bounds. And that's bad, as Willis goes out of bounds at the 18. That's where the Vikings will start. Fran Tarkenton, the quarterback. Chuck Foreman and Brett McClanahan in the backfield. The wide receivers, Ahmad Rashad, Samuel White, Stu Voigt, the tight end. Foreman and McClanahan are good receivers out of the backfield. The Raiders go with an all-purpose defense. Neutral formation. Tarkenton looks deep for Ahmad Rashad, but Butch Atkinson knocks it away. 2nd and 10. The Minnesota offensive line is legendary. Mick Tinglehoff is the center. Ron Yeri and Steve Riley are the tackles. Charlie Goodrum and Ed White are the guards. Oakland's defense, they play a 3-4. John Matusik and Otis Sistrunk are the defensive ends. Dave Rowe is the nose tackle. The linebackers, well, you got Willie Hall and Ted the Stork Hendricks on the outside. Phil Villapiano and Monty Johnson on the inside. The corners and safeties, Old Man Willie Brown and Skip Thomas are the corners. Butch Atkinson and Al Red Sox, he put this man's poster on the wall growing up. Too bad it was with the bullseye. Jack Tatum. So 2nd and 10. Man-to-man for the Raiders. And they'll double Ahmad Rashad. Tarkenton to throw it. He goes deep for White. Got him at the 38. White's over his first defender, but Willie Brown brings him down at the 47. A gain of 29. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 9-11 first quarter. Raiders lead at 3-0. Three wide receivers. Raiders will keep Chuck Foreman on a run as soon as I hit the right button. Tarkenton wants it all with White. Has it at the 22, 20, touchdown Vikings. Oh, baby. 53 yards, Tarkenton to White. And this is why I'm not a defensive coach. So Minnesota, 3 plays, 82 yards, and it's 6-3. Not only did they anticipate that Oakland would carry or look for the run, Tarkenton threw the home run pass right in the waiting arms of Sammy White, who went the last 22 yards untouched. Here's Fred Cox with the extra point. It's good. So 9:02 to go in the first quarter. And in true Ron Juckett fashion, Minnesota 7, Oakland 3. Jennings and Ginn this time around. Jennings at the 3. Gets to the 20, and that's where the Raiders will take over. Davis and Egan in the backfield. Branch and Biletnikoff are the setouts. Medium short to Davis. They play for the run. Stabler finds Davis at the 26. He's hit that out of bounds by Amos Martin at the 27. That's a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 on the Raider 27. Van Egan now. Look at the run. Minnesota keys him. Van Egan gets down after a gain of 5. First down. James White with the tackle. 1st and 10 from the Raider 32. Carl Garrett gets a carry. Vikings play for the run. They call for Garrett. Garrett hit by Carl Eller, who brings him down for no gain, 2nd and 10. Stabler completed 2/3 of his passes in 76, an obscene amount considering the era. Minnesota plays for the run. Stabler back to throw, looks for Garrett, has it at the 41, Garrett to the 43, it's a first down, that's a gain of 11. And the Raiders get a fresh set on their own 43. Van Egan on the run. Minnesota looks for Garrett, gives to Van Egan, and Mark finds a small hole, and Jim Marshall brings him down for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 on the Oakland 47. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. So Oakland playing in a conventional set. Davis back in the game. He's the halfback. Medium long to Branch. They're going to try it. They double Branch. Stabler looks around for Biletnikoff. Has it up to 37 of Minnesota. It's a gain of 17. 1st and 10. Stabler saw that Branch was double covered, and Stabler was open and made the catch. So 1st and 10. 6 plays, 44 yards in the drive. Davis. Vikings all-out blitz. Give to Davis. Davis finds a hole. He gets 8. Jeff Simeon with a tackle. It'll be 2nd and 2. And again, the Raider kickers are, well, an acquired taste for those who like liver and onions, I suppose. Although Steinfort could hit from here, from 45, it would be a 34% chance. Should they go no further. Davis again on 2nd and 2. Run blitz. Davis won't get much. Hit at the line by Mark Mullaney, and it's 3rd and 2. So play action pass to Dave Casper is the call. They double Branch. This is trouble. Stabler is hit from behind, and Nate Wright picks it up. It's a gain of 5, and Stabler is picked off. The Vikings have come to play. So not the start the Raiders would want. 1st and 10 for Minnesota on their own 18. Run key on Foreman. Hand off to Foreman. Willie Hall holds him to a yard. 2nd and 9. Raiders blitz. On 2nd down, man-to-man. Monty Johnson blitzes. McClanahan, nothing. 3rd down and 9. Can't double? Why can't I double? Nickel package is in. Rashad and White double covered. Tarkenton going to go on the run to Foreman, and that might work. He breaks the tackle at the line and loses it. Floyd Rice is going to go out of bounds at the 12. So Foreman got 6. Then Rice picked up the loose ball, picked it up, and runs it to the 12-yard line. So Oakland with a chance to strike right back after the turnover. 1st and 10 from the Viking 12. They're going to go for Casper in the end zone. They double branch. Casper at the 1. Touchdown, Oakland. 1 play, 6 points. So Stabler 6 of 7 for 68. And Oakland goes ahead. That took all of 9 seconds. And Steinfort, this could be interesting. It's an 89% chance, or 84% chance. It's good. So they convert. The turnover is costly. Thank you, Fred. 3:12 to go. 10-7 Oakland. Deep to Willis and Miller. Miller at the 3. Gets around 1, but is hit at the 9. And so following the turnover, the Raiders pick up some momentum, and the Vikings are pinned back at their 9. McClanahan and Miller, the setbacks. They'll watch McClanahan on the run. He does get the ball. He dives forward, but goes backward, and is hit at the line for no gain. Chuck Foreman is now in the backfield with Sammy Johnson. And this time they'll key Foreman. And they go to Foreman on a pass, but Dave Rowe knocks it down on the line. 3rd and 10. So standard man-to-man. They'll double Rashad. Actually, they'll watch Foreman for the pass. 3rd and long. Tarkenton looks for Rashad deep, has it at the 22. Hit by Skip Thomas at the 29. I should have gone with my first thought. And the Vikings convert on 3rd and 10. 1st and 10 on their own 29. A minute 44 to go in the first. Kitchen sink blitz. 3 wide receivers. Tarkenton by himself. Miller. Oh, Tarkenton play action for Sammy White. Intercepted. Skip Thomas is brought down at the 48 of Oakland. He got it at the 38. Beautiful defense from the Raiders. And Minnesota has turned it over again. So Stabler and company take over 1st and 10 on the Oakland 48. They lead 10-7. Branch on a medium long. They look for Van Egan. Stabler to Branch at the 31. He gets past right. And is brought down at the Minnesota 23. So 1st and 10. Stabler having himself a monster first quarter. Artie is in scoring range again. Van Egan will get the ball on a run. Minnesota keys him. But Mark gets 4 before Paul Krause can bring him down with 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. An eventful opening 15 here. The Raiders 10, the Vikings 7. Davis. Minnesota watches for Van Egan. Davis gets 4, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 15 in the books at Oakland Alameda Coliseum. In the John Madden tribute game, hey, 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 the Raiders lead it 10-7. So the scoring, Steinfort, a 19-yard field goal to make it 3-0. Then Sammy White, a 53-yard pass from Tarkenton, and then following a fumble, Stabler hit Dave Casper at the 1, and he nesty plunged it in to make it 10-7. Stabler, 7 of 8 for 97 yards. Van Egan and Davis, busy little Beavers, 11 carries themselves. Tarkenton, 3 of 6 for 102. So he technically has more yards than Stabler, but Van Egan and Biletnikoff are there. Total net yards, 171 for the Raiders and 8 first downs, compared to 109 and 3. Raiders had the ball 11 minutes and 34 seconds. So 3rd and 2 as the Raiders go now from left to right. Banasek will get it from the 15. Minnesota plays pass. Bobby Bryant makes the tackle, but it's a gain of 3. First down, 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 12. Short pass to Banasek. Linebacker blitz. Stabler dumps it off to Banasek at the 12, and he gets it to the 1. What an offensive effort by the Raiders. Kenny going to go on himself. Minnesota watches Stabler, and Stabler falls back to the 3. Kenny, not much of an offensive threat. Van Egan will try from the 3. They will watch Banasek. Van Egan, flag is down.
Holding. Offense.
And Minnesota will take that. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the Minnesota 13. They try again with Banasek. Raiders jam the line. Banasek at the 13. And he's bumped out of bounds by Hilgenberg at the 12. So 3rd and long. Mike Ciani, the 3rd receiver. They'll try him on a medium pass. Minnesota jams the line. They watch the run. Stabler to throw it to Ciani, and that is thrown into traffic, and that will be incomplete. So 4th and goal. So Steinfort will try a 29-yarder, and his chances are 69%. This is to make it 13-7. Fred's kick is up. It's good. So Steinfort 2 for 2 in field goals, and the Raiders go up 13-7. Willis and White back to return. Willis at the 10. Gets through some coverage and is hit at the 40. So good field position for the Vikings. 13:03 to go in the first half. They've only had the ball 10 plays. Safety blitz for the Raiders. Sammy Johnson gets the ball, and the ball is loose. The ball is loose. It's a fumble, and Dave Rowe will recover. It's another turnover for the Vikings, and the Raiders take over on the Minnesota 36. So Minnesota is playing Butterfingers. Medium long to Branch. The key Van Egan. Stabler. Oh, it's going to be rushed. He looks around. He goes for Van Egan at the 35. Jeff Simeon brings him down after a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. It'll be Davis on the run. Clarence gets 4. 3rd and 2 from the 28. Going to try a medium long to Branch again. The key on Van Egan. This won't be good. Branch can't get there. And it's 4th and 2. Raiders will rue the chances that they're not taking advantage of, as Minnesota has played a sloppy football game. We're going to go. Van Egan, one blitz, spits 5. First, they convert. So 4 plays, 13 yards. Ciani on a medium pass. Vikings blitz, Stabler has time. He's got Ciani at the A. He spins backwards. It's a gain of 14, and they spot it at the Minnesota 9, 1st and goal. Davis from the 9. They double Biletnikoff. Davis gets to the line. Touchdown, Oakland. Clarence Davis 6 carries, 32 yards. And 6 plays, 36 yards. And the turnover hurts. Steinfort, 84%. That's good. And with 10:16 to go, the Raiders now lead 20-7. Willis and White. Back to return. Willis at the 11. Gets around 1, but he's pushed out at the 31. Raiders double Rashad McClanahan with the carry. Matuzik holds him to a yard, 2nd and 9. He said the Vikings have only had the ball 12 plays in the entire game. 2nd down. Bob Grimm is the other wide receiver. They'll double Voigt. Tarkenton's going to call his own number, and he gets a couple yards. Flag is down.
Clipping. Offense.
Oh, it's on Minnesota. Blocked from behind, and that would be a 10-yard penalty. So 2nd down and 19 coming up. And what has been a bad game now for Minnesota has gotten even worse. They play zone. They're looking for the pass on 2nd and 19. McClanahan with a run, and he'll get 2 yards. Otis Sistrunk with a tackle. And the Raiders will play a deep zone with the nickel back in. Tarkenton has to throw it. He's being rushed. He's going to run it. And Villapiano brings him down for a gain of 1. Not a sack. So the hurry was there, and Minnesota is 3 and out with 8:44 to go in the first half. It's 20-7 Oakland. Neil Clabo, first time we've seen him today, will be punting for Neil Colsey. And it'll be a standard coverage from Oakland. Colsey to 38. He gets 2, and they have the ball at the 40. 37-yard punt. 35-yard net. 1st and 10 for the Raiders on their own 40. Medium short to Van Egan. Vikings play for the run. Van Egan's got it at the 43 across midfield, and Matt Blair will bring him down at the 48. So 1st and 10. The Raiders have run 35 plays in the first half. For 222 yards. Outside of the 1 interception, the Raiders have had the ball now 6 times. They've scored 4. The Vikings scored on their opening drive, but then had 3 turnovers and a punt. They've had it 14 plays, Oakland 36. And Stabler is now 12 of 15 for 139. Medium long to Branch. Good set. Still, maybe not. Going to go long, and Nate Wright tips it at the line. Incomplete. Vikings were playing the run blitz, but Stabler got a little greedy with it. 2nd and 10. Vikings blitz. Give to Banaszak. And Pete gets through a small hole, but Mark Mullaney will mark him down after a gain of 1, 3rd and 9. Media pass to Van Egan. Let's see what they do with this one. He's open. He's got it at the 37. Nate Wright brings him out to 36, a gain of 11. And the Raiders trundle on. Banaszak with a run. They watch Van Egan. Give to Banasek. Peak gets up the middle, and Simeon brings him down for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 at the Minnesota 29. Casper on a medium pass. A double branch. Stabler looks around. Jeff Wright tips it away. 3rd and 3. So kind of in field goal range for Steinfort. Van Egan will get it. Remember, he's the fullback. They watch for him in the pass. It's a run, and Van Egan loses a yard. And so the Raiders will try for the field goal. 29% chance from 47 for Steinfort. That's about 5 area codes away. It looks good, but it's short. So the Vikings will take over on their own 30. 5:27 to go. They trail 20-7. Rashad double covered. Give to Foreman. Foreman changes direction, gets 5, and Oakland will take that. Minnesota can stop it once. 2nd and 5. We watch for Foreman again. McClanahan this time. McClanahan goes outside and gets a gain of 5, and Minnesota gets a first down. So 1st and 10 from the Viking 40. Oakland's offense needs a breather, so they'll let the clock run. They watch for Foreman out of the backfield here. Foreman is on the ground, gets a big hole, gets a bit of a hole hit at the 49 by the Hendricks to start. Oakland will not call time. 3:46. First and 10. They don't mind giving up yards, but they don't want to give them up 11 at a time. They'll watch for Foreman on the ground again. This time it's Sammy Johnson. He goes nowhere. John Matusik brings him down. 2nd and 10. Minnesota trying to make this a 1-score game. They'll watch for Foreman on the pass. Tarkenton will throw. Looks for Sammy White. Willie Brown is beaten. White's got it, and White's gonna score. So both plays have been long passes. This time it's 49, so Sammy White, 3 catches, 131, and 2 scores. So here comes Fred Cox on the extra point. It's good. Tarkenton has gone deep twice to White, and my goodness. So Garrett and Ginn on the return. Garrett at the 3, and at the 27. And the 2:53 to go. A bomb to Branch. And this won't work. Stabler looks around. Looks for Biletnikoff. No. 2nd and 10. Banasek. Vikings again play for the zone. Pete gets 4. Bob Lurchman with a tackle. 3rd and 6. Raiders in absolutely no hurry. Banasek on a short pass. Minnesota jams the line. Stabler to Banasek. Has it at the 31. It's nothing. And we go to the 2-minute warning. So the Raiders will punt. First time we've seen Ray Guy, Leonard Willis, back to return it. Decent punt. Willis at the 26, gets to the 38. Minnesota has 1 timeout and can take the lead, believe it or not. Vikings go nickel. The Raiders go nickel. Tarkenton for Sammy White again, and then led him astray, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Tarkenton to pass. Foreman has it at the 49. Foreman's got room over midfield 40. They bring him out to 35. Neil Colsey with a tackle. Foreman is such a good receiver, and that defense just doesn't do much good. And so 1st and 10 from the 35 of Oakland. It was 20-7 Oakland, and now it's 20-14. White and Foreman being watched. Tarkenton hands the ball to Foreman. Goes outside. Loses the football at the 33 out of bounds. They'll get 2. 2nd and 8. From the 33. They double Rashad here. Tarkenton looks to go with Rashad. He's got it at the 25. Hendricks brings him down for a gain of 6. And the Vikings call their last time out, 3rd and 2. 1:16 to go in the half. I don't know why I can't bring in a double here. Raiders blitz. 3rd and 2. Jack Tatum a-coming, gives it to Foreman, and he gets 3. And again, remember, they can't spike it, so Tarkenton had to go to the line and throw it out of bounds. 59 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from the Raider 24. They double both the wide receivers. Tarkenton looks around, throws it long for Rashad, and no sir, 3rd down, 3rd and 10. White and Foreman get the extra coverage. Tarkenton is rushed. Tarkenton looks around, looks for Rashad, has it at the 20, and he's nailed by Ted Hendricks at the 14, and they convert it. Minnesota has played amazingly well on 3rd and long. Oakland did everything right, but actually convert the play. 1st and 10. Standard zone for the Raiders. Foreman at the 6. Skip Thomas pushes him out. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2, 22 seconds. So 9 plays, 56 yards. Oakland will jam the line. Bump and run coverage. Give to Foreman, and he gets 3. It's a 1st down. And Minnesota won't get the chance to kick it. Oh my goodness, what a mistake. They run out of time. They'll get the football, but they had the chance to make it a 3-point game. We go to the half. It's 20-14 Oakland. So another 10-7 quarter. Steinfort with 13-12 to go made it 13-7. Then Davis made it 20-7, and Tarkenton found White. Tarkenton 8 for 14 for 202, but most of that to Sammy White. Stabler 14-20, but remember the Raiders have run a ton of plays. He's thrown for 150 and a touchdown. The Raiders have 254 yards to 240. But remember, most of that for Tarkenton came on 2 passes. Minnesota has turned it over 3 times. Unbelievable how they just couldn't. They got in the red zone and couldn't kick it. Wow. Raiders have missed a field goal. So Willis and White back to return it. Now, Oakland's defense hasn't done much unless forcing turnovers. Willis takes to the 28. 1st and 10. Oakland watches Foreman on the run. It's McClanahan, and McClanahan gets 4. And again, Oakland will give up 4 yards at a chunk. Raiders key Foreman on 2nd and 6. Tarkenton to throw it to Voigt. Willie Hall almost had it. Voigt's got it at the 39. And Monty Johnson with a tackle after a gain of 7. 1st down. 13:44 to go, 3rd quarter. Safety blitz for the Raiders. Jack Tatum. Miller on a medium short has it to 42. Gets 8. Damn. Second down and 2. They watch Foreman on the run. Foreman. Oh, Tarkenton throws. Neil Colsey knocks it away, but I believe he's early.
Personal foul. Defense.
Yep. Unnecessary roughness. They hammered Brian Tarkenton.
1st down.
And so it'll be 1st and 10 on the Oakland 38. Pretty clean game so far up until then. Rashad is doubled. They're going to throw it. No, it's a draw to McClanahan, and Herb McMath brings him down for no gain. 12:18 to go, 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. 2014 at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum on the John Madden Tribute game. Vikings, with a big blunder, didn't get the field goal unit on in time to try to make this a 2017 game. They watch for Sammy Johnson on the run. Tarkenton to throw. No hands off to Foreman.
On the play.
Flag is down.
Holding. Offense.
And so we'll take that to make it 2nd and 20. Linebacker blitz for the Raiders. Hendricks goes. Tarkenton back to throw. It's a draw. Foreman's got it. And he gets 7 before he runs into Jack Tatum. So 3rd down and 12. Raiders double both the receivers. Tarkenton throws into double coverage. Neil Colsey bats it away. And that's more like it. So 4th and 12, and the Raiders will let this one roll. Claybo hopes to coffin corner it. And it goes out to 10. So the Raiders take over 1st and 10 on their own 10. 11:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. They lead 20-14. Van Egan from the 10. Minnesota in a zone. Van Egan gets 2. 2nd and 8. Davis on a medium short. Minnesota all-out blitz. Stabler rolling around. He looks around. Jeff Simeon brings him down after a loss of 5. 3rd and 13. Davis in the backfield. 3 receivers. Biletnikoff on a medium pass. Deep zone. Stabler tries to find Biletnikoff. Freddie's got it. It's a gain of 8. They'll have to punt. But at least they give Guy out of his own end zone to punt this one away. Autry Beeman back to return it. High end over end. Beeman at the 48 across midfield. Not a great punt. And Minnesota takes over on the Oakland 46. 1st and 10, 9:51, third quarter. They watch for Foreman on the run. And that's what they get when you find Coronet. And Hendricks brings him down for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Safety blitz for Oakland. Tatum's coming. Tarkenton back to pass. Hands off to Johnson. And that's a gain of 7. 3rd and 5. So they'll jam the line. They'll watch from McClanahan out of the backfield. Tarkenton. It's a draw to Foreman, and Foreman will get the first down. Hit it to 30. A gain of 11. Read perfectly by the Vikings. And there wasn't much the Raiders could do. Halfway home, nearly here in the third. 20-14 Oakland. They watch Miller on the run. Tarkenton goes to Voigt instead, and Willie Hall tips it away. 2nd and 10. They double Sammy White. Tarkenton will go there anyway, looking for the home run, and that is tipped away by Butch Atkinson. So the Raiders will play the zone. 2 wide receivers set. Tarkenton back gives it to Foreman, and Foreman gets 2. Now, they're going to bring out Fred Cox for a 45-yarder. He's a straight-ahead kicker with a 47% chance of doing this. This is to make it 20-17. Cox's first kick of the day is up in the air, and it is good. Cox drills it. 20-17. So Jennings again back to return it. Cox, Jennings at the 12. Gets to the 32, but
receiving team.
Oh, the Raiders, that's a big play. They'll come back. 10 yards from the spot, and so Oakland with the 3-point lead take over on their own 12. 1st and 10, Davis. We'll watch for Van Egan clearance. Davis finds a gap, but only gets 2 as Alan Page brings him down. Medium pass to Biletnikoff. They watch for Van Egan on the run. Stabler tries for Freddie, and Nate Wright got in there, 3rd and 8. So what was working in the first quarter isn't working so much now in the third. They'll try a medium pass for Casper. Vikings in the zone. Stabler. He's got Casper at the 23. He's hauled down, but it's a gain of 9, and it's 1st and 10. 5:58 to go in the third. Van Egan. A double branch, get to Van Egan, and Mark gets 5. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. 4 plays, 16 yards, 5:23 to go. Carl Garrett will get the carry. They watch for him in the pass. Give us to Garrett. Garrett gets 7.
First down.
First down for the Raiders. More time ticks off the clock. 4:56. Van Egan on the run. Minnesota doubles branch. Give to Van Egan, and Mark breaks a tackle and gets 7. 2nd and 3. That's what the Raiders need. Ball on their own 42. Garrett on a medium short. Minnesota doubles branch. Stabler tries to find Garrett, but Wally Hilgenberg broke it up. 3rd and 3. 3:58 to go. Give us to Garrett. Vikings playing the line. Give to Garrett. Garrett gets a block by Art Shell, and Garrett gets the first down and 7 yards. So Oakland has it at their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10 on a good drive. Van Egan. Vikings watch band as Zach Van Egan gets to the 48 of Minnesota, and that is a gain of 3. Medium pass to Biletnikoff. Minnesota playing the run. Biletnikoff has it at the 37. Pass to 30. Nate Wright nails him at the 21. That's a gain of 27, and it's 1st and 10 from the Viking 21-yard line. So a nice steady drive from the Raiders. Brings the clock down to 2:07. Banasek. Vikings in the zone. Hand off to Banasek, and he's got some room. He's going to get 10.
First down.
Lindland Hall with a stop. And it's 1st and 10 from the Viking 11. With 1:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Casper, the tight end, is the intended receiver here. Casper at the 2, at the 1. He got 10. They're going to measure. They don't have it. They got the Al Red Sox fan measurement, and Al says, good. That's what they deserve. So 2nd and 1. Stabler again will try to sneak. Can he? Nothing. And Stabler loses a yard. 3rd and 2. It'll be Davis. And Warren Bankston, 2 tight end set. 3rd down and 2. 19 seconds to go. Oakland wants 6 here. Davis. They watch for Van Egan. Davis at the line. Touchdown! The Cats had enough. Clarence Davis, 2 touchdowns, 8 carries, 37 yards. Oakland now leads by 9. They took 7:09 off the clock on a 14-play, 88-yard drive. And Steinfort misses the extra point. Oakland's kicking woes are legendary. And it's a 9-point game. But there's 11 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Willis and White back to return for the Vikings. Sammy at the 7. Gets to the 25. Flag down.
Clipping.
But Minnesota's the one that clipped this time. A low block on the return. Half the distance. And so with 4 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Minnesota starts this drive on their own 8. They watch for Foreman on the run. Tarkenton's going to throw it to McClanahan, who's got it. McClanahan gets a gain of 4. All that to end the 3rd quarter. So we've hit the final stanza here. Oakland 26, Minnesota 17. And so a 45-yard field goal from Fred Cox made it a field goal game. And then a long drive for the Raiders. Clarence Davis topped it with a 3-yard run, but Steinfort missed the extra point. Stabler, 18 of 26 for 203. Tarkenton, 11 for 21 for 221. The Raiders have 347 yards to 289. 21 first downs to 13. Possession 29 to 16. Jeez. So 2nd and 6. They double Sammy White. Tarkenton to throw it. Looks for Foreman. Has it at the 21. And Tatum
First down.
knocks him out of bounds for a gain of 16. 1st and 10 from the Viking 28. They watch for Foreman again. Foreman has it. No, Tarkenton on a play action deep for Sammy. White tipped it at the 37, but it falls safely to the turf. 2nd and 10. Linebacker blitz for Oakland. Hendricks gives to Foreman. He gets around the corner and gets 8. So 3rd and 2. But for the Raiders here, time is their friend, and there's 14:12 on the clock. Foreman. Oakland plays for the run. Goes to McClanahan instead. Sistrunk stuffs him for no gain in Minnesota with 13:41 to go. We'll have to punt. They play for the return. Lebo has a big punt. Pulls it at the 18. Gets it to the 32. Ball is loose and Minnesota picks it up. So the Raiders turn it over on the punt return. So 13:31 to go, and it's 1st and 10 from the Raider 32. They play for the pass. Give us to Miller. He gets outside, but Sistrunk brings him down for a gain of 2. Again, the clock is the Raiders' friend. This time the double Samuel White. Tarkenton gives it to McClanahan, and Brent hit the backfield, still on his feet, hit again, and gets 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. Vikings look for Foreman on the run, or the Raiders do. Tarkenton looks for Rashad. Ahmad has it at the 22. That's a gain of 9, 1st down. 11:46. Minnesota can cut this to 2, but they can't take the lead. McClanahan on the ground is the call. Give us to Willie Spence. No, Tarkenton to throw it. Flag is down.
False start. Offense.
That was a beautiful start. Somebody jumped, and it'll back up 5. 1st and 15. Linebacker blitz. Lonnie Johnson coming. Foreman hit out of bounds by Atkinson for a gain of 6. 2nd and 9. They watch for Foreman on the ground. Foreman on a short out. And he caught it at the 11. Oh! But there's a flag down.
Pass interference. Offense.
Oh! He caught it because he shoved. So that's going to come back. That's a 16-yard swing, and it's 2nd and 19 from the Oakland 25. Raiders play a zone. They rush Tarkenton, and he's brought down at the 31 by John Matuzak. So 3rd down and 25. The Raiders play a deep zone. Tarkenton. He's got all day looking for Rajad. Intercepted to 15. It's not old man Willie Brown, but it's Willie Hall, and he brings it back 12. And so the turnover is nullified. Oakland takes over at their 27. 10:41 to go. They lead by 9. Davis on the run. That's what the Vikings expect, and Davis loses a yard. 2nd and 11. Tick, tick, tick. Davis on a screen. They double Casper. Stabler finds Davis at the 24. Davis gets some room. He's going to get 4. So some more time will tick off the clock. 3rd and 7 from the Raider 30. Plays with 2 tight ends. That's great, Ron. Blitnikoff on a medium. A double branch. Stabler going to find Fred. He's got it. It's a 9-yard gain. Flag is down. Uh-oh.
Flagrant face mask.
Ooh!
Defense.
And Minnesota gets ugly. So it's 15 on top of the 9. So
First down.
Oakland will have it 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 46. Clock stop, 9:09 to go. Van Eegen, big hole for Mark. It's a gain of 16. Nate Allen brought him down. 8:40 to go. And Oakland might be going for the kill right now. 1st and 10. Davis. Vikings on a run blitz. Davis gets 4. Spins around. 8:08 to go. 2nd and 6 from the Viking 26. Van Eegen. Vikings go soft. They play for the pass. Van Eegen gets the run. He gets 4, and it'll be 3rd and 2. 7.5 to go. Branch on a medium pass. Run blitz. Branch has it. Nate Wright brings him down for a gain of 9. But that's not what the Vikings need. 6:58 to go. And we're not even in the close game factor because we never got to within a touchdown in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 from the Viking 13. Van Eegen on the ground. Run blitz. Mark cuts left. 4 yards. Van Eegen is hurt, but he'll stay in the game. 6:20 to go. 2nd down and 6. Banaszak comes in. They play for the pass. Banaszak stood up at the line. 5:47. Even if Oakland cannot score, it's been a productive drive. Casper on a medium pass. They watch for the run. Casper stretches. Got it at the 1. And no, he can't get in. That's the 3rd time they've set up and not been able to score. And Casper's going, what do I got to do to get a touchdown? So Banaszak will get the first crack. They watch for Van Eegen. Banaszak, touchdown, Oakland. The final score of the real game was 32-14. With 5:02 to go in the game, as Banaszak spikes the football, it's 32-17. Steinfort with the important extra point, and this time he makes it. So Minnesota will need 16 points in the next 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Willis and Miller to return it. Miller from the 5. He's got some room, but they get to him at the 21. And Tarkenton and company have 4:54 to score it 3 times. They double wide on 1st down. Tarkenton has to throw it to Foreman, and that's just out of his reach. 2nd and 10. This time it's Rashad White. Nickel package. Tarkenton goes instead, tries to go for White. Up deep, has it at the 49. How many times today has he made those great catches? That time it's only 30. He gets out of bounds. He rolled a 1. It had to be a 2, and he rolled a 1. 2% chance of completing that, and Tarkenton did. Miska Muska Musketeer. Rashad is doubled this time. Tarkenton gives it to McClanahan. McClanahan's got some room. Tatum brings it down to 33. It's a gain of 16. Smart call, but again, time is with the Raiders. They double Sammy White. Tarkenton has to throw it. Looks for White. Down the sidelines. Can't stay in play. He got the ball at the 13. Madden says wave it off, and the refs do. That time it was a 1-11 chance, and he rolled to 65. 2nd and 10. 33-17 Oakland. 4:02 to go. Safety blitz for the Raiders. Here comes Tatum. Tarkenton is flushed. He looks away. He's going to look for Sammy White, and Sammy just dropped it. And it's 3rd and 10. And the Vikings are running out of options. Kitchen sink blitz for the Raiders. Here they come. Tarkenton is going to go down. Jack Tatum met there at the convention. He gets credit for the 7-yard sack. 4th and 17. The Raiders, I think, have done enough. And the Vikings will punt. They watch for the fake. Claybo tries to corner this one at the 9. 31 yards. So the Vikings need something fierce here. Raiders in absolutely no hurry. Banaszak on an outside run. They expect Van Egan to do it. Banaszak instead gets dragged down for a loss of 1. The ball is loose, but it rolls out of bounds. Banaszak is hurt. Hubert Ginn will come in. 2nd and 11. The clock stops with 3:20 to go. Inside run is Ginn is the call. Hubert gets to the 13. That's a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and a long 6. But I don't think anybody in Oakland cares. 2:38 to go. They're going to have to throw it here. Casper on a medium pass. They double Bolitnikoff. Casper has it at the 24. Over the 30. At the 40. Kraus brings it down at midfield. A gain of 37.
Defense.
And the Vikings call time with 2:27 to go. But the Raiders can sense it now. They'll go Ginn on the inside again. Minnesota on a run blitz. Ginn gets 4. 2nd and 6. We go to the 2-minute warning. Van Egan and Davis now in the game. Medium pass to Casper. to Branch, who's got it at the 31. He's hit at the 27, and that will do.
Timeout, defense.
Minnesota calls time. 1:48 to go. And so John Madden, just like he did that day in Pasadena, is about to get the ride of his life. Davis on the inside, 1st and 10. Bobby Bryant holds him to a yard. Minnesota is now out of timeouts with 99 seconds to go. Van Egan gets it, gets a yard. 56 seconds to go. 3rd and 8 from the 25. And now they're going to go with the draw. This should be the last play of the game. Van Egan, 6. Van Egan gets 100 yards. It's 4th and 2. 14 seconds to go. They bring out Guy to take the delay of game.
Flag on the play.
Delay of game. Offense.
So 11 seconds to go. Fourth and 7. They're going. They're going. Everybody up. Branch. It's broken up. There's 2 seconds to go. They got to run the play. It's going to take the entire offensive line to try to put Madden on their shoulders. So here it is. Tarkenton looking for Ahmad Rashad. The Raiders have won the ball game. Amazingly enough, almost by the real life. How the hell could you make Sammy White the MVP? That is garbage. That is absolute garbage. Stabler 24 for 33 for 289. Casper did get a touchdown. He should have had 3. And the Raiders put 477 net yards on the Vikings. They forced 4 turnovers. And so Sammy White's the MVP. My horse is Patootie. Your MVP is the man of the honor, our John Madden, who not only won this by pretty close to the real-life score, but won 104 games in the regular season as a coach for the Oakland Raiders, retired at the age of 42, and became an icon in so many different ways. As a broadcaster, pretty much as a collaborator in his own video game, and as a person. He loved football, he lived football, he breathed football. And hopefully that pays some tribute to the man who brought all of us so much. The final score from Oakland, the Raiders 33, the Vikings 17. I'm Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you the next time.